got here on yesterday, just really excited for the players to come down and have a chance to interact with all the other players that are here from the SWAC. And for myself, having a chance to interact with all the coaches. There are a large number of coaches that I already knew, but some of the coaches, this is my first time meeting them in person, so just really excited about that, just the brotherhood that we have here in the SWAC. Oh, man, Eddie and I have known each other about 25 years, a long time. Actually played against him a few times in pro ball, so he's one of those guys. He's actually right now, he's the longest tenured coach in the SWAC, so, you know, I was hoping he'd give me a little bit of advice. I don't think I can tell you that one. I think it's been great, and I think, you know, these players, they talk about it every day. You know, some people would say they do, and they really do. They talk about it, but they understand that they're chasing the best in them. They're trying to be the best players they can be each and every day, trying to be the best people they can be on the field, off the field, in the classroom, in the community, and we've got two young men right here that personify that. Both of these young men. Cornelious Brown right here, he's a grad. He's working on his MBA. Same thing right here for Dimitris Biamby. He's one of our linebackers. He's also a grad working on his MBA. So they definitely personify what the chase is all about. You know, it's funny. I felt like the buy-in was pretty early. I really do. I think the success that myself and a number of my coaches that we brought from Miles College, the success we had, I think the players were excited to get us there, and the fact that, you know, we've won games, we won championships, I think that helped in getting guys to buy in.
You've got a couple of guys online with us. What is it that you want to see that will indicate that?
Well, there are a number of things that you want to see, but obviously Cornelious Brown, he's right here with us, quad. And he's shown a lot. He showed a lot during spring practice, came out of spring practice as our number one quarterback. But some of the qualities, obviously, it starts with leadership. And he's not only shown leadership to our offensive team, but also to our team as a whole. He's really been a great leader in the offseason, all the way through the summer. And some of our young guys had good springs, but you know, we've all got a lot of work to do, and there's some things that Quad really wants to work on and improve on for the season. So, but we like competition, and I think college football has gotten to the point where we're trying to acquire talent to have the best teams that we can have, and to create competition that makes us better.
Coach, you're from the Birmingham area, played down the road in Tuscaloosa, coached in the high school ranks locally or whatever, coached at Miles, now you're at Alabama A&M. How much does really that state of Alabama connection kind of help you when it comes to coaching some of these kids that maybe you'll play against your parents or recruiting or those high school guys that you went up against? How much does it all like come full circle and help you out with that?
It helps a lot. I'll give you an example. Well, obviously, Biamby, he's from the Miami area, South Florida, so I don't have a lot of ties there. But, you know, you take Cornelious Brown, his father's from West End. I'm from the same area, same neck of the woods in Birmingham as his father. And actually, he attended my high school for a year. A lot of people don't know that before going on and going to Calera High School. And just to give you another note, I was actually coaching at Georgia State, and I was recruiting Quad's high school, and I actually took his film back, and a couple years later they ended up signing him. So, you know, relationships are big. If you don't believe they're big, then you're missing the boat, but relationships are really important. Well, it's been good. Every part of that journey has really been a part of where I am now, and not just myself. There's some coaches that have been on that journey with me, and so it's been a really good journey. And we're glad to be in the SWAC because I feel like the SWAC is is the best conference in FCS football. I really do. When you look top to bottom, I think that our teams can play with anybody in the country.
Number of months, of course, you'll be going up head-to-head against Coach Robinson. He's got a winning streak right now, but we asked you a few months ago, you were like, Birmingham is your city. So clearly, you know about the Magic City Classic. I know it's a few games away, but how do you feel about taking part in that as a coach now?
Well, excited as a coach, but like I said, before I went to college, I pretty much went to every classic that I can remember, probably from a very young age. So I know the importance of it. I know how big a game it is. I know the excitement that the fans have for it. So, you don't have to worry about myself or my coaches or our players, not coming out and doing the best they can do in that ball game.
How's the offseason been for you, your staff, and these players to get ready for preseason camp in a few weeks?
Well, we feel like the offseason's been really good. The players have been working really hard, not just out on the field, but in the weight room they've been working hard. In the classroom, the amount of time that we get to spend with them in the classroom has really been good. So we feel like we're going to be able to hit the ground running when training camp starts.
You opened the year on a big game to start the year. How can that benefit you down the stretch starting off?
Well, we will definitely find out what we have as a team. Each and every position group, offensively, defensively, special teams, that ball game, going up against an SEC school for their home opener, they're going to be jacked up. They're going to have a big crowd. So we're going to find out a lot about our team coming out the gate. And I'm good with that because that's going to help us as we move into the rest of the season.
I mean, honestly, it's a dream come true. This is going into my 7th year of college football. I'll be a starting quarterback in 4 different seasons. My first time at Media Day, and it's an extreme honor. Just having the ability to represent my team, represent this offense, represent Coach Shade, represent the city of Huntsville, represent Alabama A&M University and everything that comes with it, representing the alumni. It's not something that I take lightly at all. So, I mean, I'm extremely blessed to be in this situation. Put in a lot of hard work, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and I'm really honored. If I could put it into one word, I'm honored to represent this school, represent this university, again, represent Coach Shade, the city of Birmingham, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm ready to really set the tone for this football season.
Your veteran has been through a number of seasons, especially on the Hill. What are some of the things that you like that Coach Shade and his staff brought to this team that are helping enhance you guys in the future?
Well, Coach Shay's done a great job of kind of conforming the culture, just the energy and the effort and, the love for the game that he has and that the staff has. It really bleeds off on us. Like, Coach Shay loves to come to work every day. His staff loves to come to work every day. And I just think the positive energy, even whenever they're coaching us hard, getting on us, is coming from a genuine place. It's coming from love, a genuine love for the game and a love for us and a love for the program and an appreciation for where they are and what they're doing. I think that's what he's brought to the table. A lot of guys are buying in, and it's really great to see. Everybody in that locker room has bought into the chase. Every single time we break it down on the chase. Discipline, accountability, character, habits, attitude, sacrifice, excellence. Those are the pillars that hold this team up. Everybody's done a great job of buying into that and putting their best foot forward and coming to work every day. Well, honestly, I just got to continue to be me and not do anything out of character, not do anything out of the norm, play within the offense, trust the coaches that are around me, trust the people that Coach Shade has put into position to coach me. I think Coach Dennis Alexander, he's a great offense coordinator. We've got great minds in the building. Coach Kenton Evans is a great quarterback coach as well. From a technical standpoint and a schematic standpoint, I think he's done a great job of helping develop me into who I want to be. I'm already, in a position where I can, elevate and become who I want to be. But I think buying into the coaches that I have around me is what's going to take me to the next level and not doing anything out of the sorts, taking care of the football, being constant, being a great leader, being the same guy each and every day. I feel like those are the things that won me the job and that won me the locker room. And those are the things that I want to be each and every day for my team, for my coaches, for this city, and for the university. I mean, it's been good. It's hard to really, put that into perspective. You know, as players, we're so locked in on the task at hand, locked in on our day-to-day activities, locked in on our personal development, and the better we are as players, the better we are as a team. So it's hard to really kind of gauge what the campus interaction is like. You know, I mean, we love our fans. We love the energy that they bring to the games. But, I mean, as you know, if you're not winning, the fans aren't going to be engaged. And that fan engagement and that campus engagement won't be what it needs to be. So I think if we continue to focus on us and focus on the guys in that locker room, I think that engagement will be great. And that the energy around campus will be great as well, because we're putting in the work and we're putting in the time, and now we'll bear those fruits whenever the time comes. From Birmingham, Alabama, born and raised, from West End, right up Coach Shay's alley, and I think that's a big one. You know, I mean, that game is kind of personal to me. Last year, I didn't start in that game, kind of came in and was able to deliver a spark, was pulled back out of that game. So, I mean, it means a lot to me. You know, I grew up going to the Magic City Classic parade. I grew up coming to the Classic, and I didn't really realize the magnitude of how big that game was until I stepped out there for the first time. And I was just looking around and saw all the energy and all the fans there. So, I mean, it was kind of surreal that first time. I'm like, man, I'm playing in the Magic City Classic. This is kind of crazy. But now, you know, it'll be my second Classic, so I'll be more locked in and excited just to do my job. Take it one play at a time. The Classic is another football game. Even though it's a big football game, it's another football game. And in football games, you have to make plays. And in doing so, you just got to do your job. So I'll just be focused on doing my job, taking care of the football more importantly, and the chips will fall where they need to fall. I did. So, I mean, it was kind of like a sweepstakes style. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they say, yeah, we're playing a Madden tournament, whoever wins a PS5, I'm like, oh, yeah, throw my name in there. You know, I'll play. So first round, I won that game big, like 31-0. So I grew up playing Madden. I do not have a PlayStation 5. Well, I do now, thanks to SWAC. Shout out to the SWAC. But I grew up playing Madden on the PlayStation 2, grew up playing on the Xbox 360, then I went to the PlayStation 4. But now I don't really play the game in my free time. So it was the first time playing Madden 25. And I won the first game because I know how to play Madden. I'm like, okay, all right, I kind of got a shot at this thing. Won that game like 31-0. Second game, I made the dude quit. It was like 28-0. I'm like, yo, I'm one game away from winning a PlayStation 5. Like, is this real? So then I went into the third game, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to play football. I literally played how I play in real life. They're like, man, we're playing against a quarterback. This ain't fair, because I'm throwing the ball to that back. I'm throwing a shallow crosser. I'm throwing checkdowns. I'm throwing slants. I'm not putting that football in jeopardy. So I played just like I do in real life, and it worked out for me. Ended up throwing a touchdown on 3rd and 18 with like 2 minutes left to take the lead. He comes and ties it up. There's like 37 seconds left. I walk down, get in field goal range. I threw a flat to Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson threw the ball behind him, so he didn't catch the ball in stride. So it ended up being 4th and 5. I had a Coach Shay decision to make. I went for it, didn't kick the 61-yard field goal, didn't convert. He threw an interception, got the ball back. We took it to overtime, and I was up on defense first. Then Biamby came and laid down a hard hit on Tua Tagovailoa. He fumbled the football. We got the ball back. Ran it on first down, second down, kind of scrambled with Lamar Jackson, and he made a special play and scored a touchdown, and I won a PlayStation 5. So now I have a video game, and my little brother has always been, you need to get a PlayStation 5, you need to get a PlayStation 5. So, Dub, I got that P5. I'm ready to play the game whenever you are.
Last question for me. What are some of the weapons that you're getting from on the offense in 2020?
I mean, we got a plethora of weapons, man. I could speak, longer than you guys have time for about those guys. Duke Miller, Frank Pierre, wide receiver transfer from Miles. Duke Miller is the transfer from Jackson State. We weren't really able to see him as much last year. He ended up getting injured, but he's a spark. He's a big play machine. Frank Pierre is constant. He plays each and every play as hard as he can. He runs every route like he's getting the football. Javante Abner, tight end transfer from Miles College from Lynette, Alabama. He's a do-it-all guy. You know, he's a Swiss Army knife. He can block in the box. He's a great athlete. We call him Sneaky Trey because he's very sneaky athletic. You know, he makes plays in the vertical passing game, and he can catch a flat, make a guy miss, and convert on a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. You know, he can do it all. Donovan Wright is a receiver that played some big minutes for us late down the stretch last year, and he's lightning in the bottle. He's a great return guy, and he's very, very elusive. He can make plays out in space. The offensive line's done a great job. I'm going to try not to call their nicknames. Bear is my left tackle. That's Taquez Richardson. He was a freshman last year. He's kind of emerging into a starting role for us. He's really good. Elias Cloy is my center. He's a young guy, but he's going into his second year starting. He'll be a redshirt sophomore. And just the leaps and bounds that I've seen just since he's gotten on campus at A&M has been great. Tyrell Lawrence, he plays guard. He was all conference for us. I think he'll come up big for us during the season. BJ Maxino, Bobby, he's made strides as well. Just the development that he's made and the strides that he's taken since he's been at A&M, I think are great. He wants to play, and he'll have an opportunity to be big for us this year. It's just weapons all over the place. We got Big O. We got Bulldog. His name is Bruce Crenshaw over at right tackle. Those are two guys that are competing for that job. And, we just got a group of guys that love each other, that are bought into Coach Dennis Alexander. He's an O-line guy, but we're going to throw the football as well. He wants to do whatever it takes to win. And we're all bought into that coach and just the staff in general. We break it down on 40+ every day. That's the standard. Scoring 40 points is the standard, and I think we're all working hard each and every day to meet that standard, to eventually beat that standard.
Man, I'm blessed and I'm honored, highly favored, man. First off, and I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here. It's truly a blessing. I want to thank my Alabama A&M football team for selecting me as like a captain for the defense. I'm trying hard to be a leader for these guys, to pave the way for them, to lead by example. And I'm grateful for my coaches and the coaching staff that allowed me to be the leader that I can be for this team and to, take me under their wing and allow me to lead this team. I'm honored though. Man, it's intense, man. He brings out the greatness in you. He brings out the greatness in you. Him and his staff, man, they got a group of guys that played in the higher levels and played at the Alabamas and the Auburns, and a lot of guys that went to the NFL. So they know what it takes, and they're trying to squeeze that out of us and bring that out of us. So, man, it's very intense and competitive, and he brings out the best of them. The chemistry is great. Honestly, there's a lot of communication going around. We started off a little slow because it was something new, a lot of new lingo, a lot of new coverages. But now we're able to be comfortable in what we know now. We got everything down packed, communicating a lot. Everybody looks good on the field, honestly. And we're just ready for the season. I'm pretty confident in my guys right now. We're honestly all looking really good from the first to the third team. There's a lot of communication on the field, everybody knowing their jobs. And I like that my guys, they're not really just out there just trying to play football. They're asking questions. They're trying to figure out what's what and what's not and what works and what doesn't. And I feel pretty confident in my guys.
Intense guy, but hey, the fact that defense has to be on that type of level. What's
definitely.
Like playing for him?
That's what it takes, man. It takes that intense, it takes that fierce, ferocious mentality, man. He comes out every day screaming Africa, because we in the wild. We're always running. We're always running to get our food. We hunting out there, so every time we go out there, it's Africa. We're always chasing something. Man, Coach Schilling, all of them was. Coach Schilling, Coach McCoy, Coach McKinnon, all them boys, man, just intense. Coach Coleman, they all intense, man, and they bring that to the playing field. And when we're coached by something like that, it brings out greatness in us, and it brings out that dog also. Sometimes that a dog could be like underneath the blanket or something, and then they coming over and they taking that blanket off and bring that dog out. Yeah. So it's really just, I'm mainly a guy on leading by example, but sometimes you notice that it takes stepping up and giving those guys a pep talk, or giving those guys we got to get this right, we got to get that right. But they a lot of dudes come up to me for questions, and I noticed that they look towards me to be that dude for them, and I'm honored to do that. I always had a mentality of lead by example, and when I do speak, I try to speak with intention, and so I try to do the best I can, and hopefully that me being able to lead them, it takes us far. It takes to the Celebration Bowl.